Alright guys, so this is the PlayStation 4 Pro version of Red Dead Redemption 2. Before we start this comparison, there's a couple of things I need to explain. PlayStation 4 Pro, it's running at a checkerboard method to achieve that 4K upscale. They're using the checkerboarding method with source resolution of 1920 by 2160. Okay, so the pixel count source resolution is going to be lower, therefore images will be a bit softer. While the Xbox One X, it's running at the full native 4K, 3840, 2160. There is no checkerboarding, no dynamic resolution. It's a true native 4K. But let's do this comparison. Let's do this really quick. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring my camera really close to Arthur Morgan here, and I'm going to show you just what a difference it makes when you have a higher resolution versus a lower resolution. Okay, just so everyone understands, this is PlayStation 4 Pro. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my camera like this. I'm going to really do this without any editing. I'm going to bring it like really close to the character. Okay, I want you guys to see this. You see how jaggedy the lines are here on the Arthur? And you see how the images are much softer. That's due to a lower pixel count. Okay, if you got a lower pixel count, that's what you're gonna get. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch to Xbox One X version, and you will see that the higher pixel count will enhance the imagery here. Okay, so here I am on the Xbox One X version, and you clearly can see a much better detail here, that everything it's a bit more defined. You can see less of the softer images. You can see less of any jagged image lines. That's due to the fact that we have higher pixel count here. Now, as soon as I move back to PlayStation 4 Pro, you're gonna see that this image will become much softer and more jagged. And here we are on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and as you can see, it just looks more jagged, it looks more softer. That's because you got lower resolution, you got lower pixel count, okay? And this is what you're gonna get. And one great example, it's like right here on this barn. You can see just how jagged the lines are. Same thing on a horse. We'll focus on the horse here a little bit. We'll keep it like this. We'll switch back to the Xbox One X version. Remember, I have to zoom in really close with my camera to show you this. So I'm gonna switch back to a Xbox One X version right now. And here we are with the Xbox One X version. As you can see, the horse, it's much better detailed here. That's due to the fact that there's more pixels. Meaning more detail. When you have more pixels, more detail. Also, you got to remember Xbox One X is using a much better texture filtering. So on top of the native 4K, they're also using much better texture filtering. So, you know, the Xbox One X version, it's obviously the best choice to go with if you truly want to experience this game, in my opinion. But let's save that for the end of the video, and I'll tell you what I think. Alright, so this is the Xbox One X version. Alright, I want to say something really quick. Yes, when you have a native source resolution and you got much better texture filtering, of course, it will be a much better, sharper detail. It's gonna look the best. Okay? But let's also look at consideration some other factors. You know, depending on how big your TV is, you know, and also depending how close to a TV you're sitting. If you're sitting really far away, like 7 feet away from a TV, switching back and forth between these two games, it's not going to be like a drastic difference. Like, I'm going to switch right now to the PlayStation 4 Pro version with the same exact position here from 7 feet away, and you will see that you're gonna have a hard time depicting like the difference. All right, so here we are, PlayStation 4, and when you're sitting from afar, you're really gonna have a difficult time looking at the difference. Now, if you have both versions, if I happen to have both versions for, you know, the reasons of me comparing this for you, you will see that difference. You will notice that difference. You will notice that the character, it's much softer in the PlayStation version versus the X version, but you really gonna need to get really close to the TV to see that. Like, you know what I mean? If you're sitting far away from the TV, you're really not gonna have like it's gonna be, you will see it if you have both copies, but even with both copies, you're still gonna kind of have a difficult time kind of looking at these minor little tiny differences. There are differences, yes, of course, but it's not like night and day where you can like, oh my god, like this is but ugly or something like that. Let's go back to the X version really quick. All right, there's the X version right here. Now, granted, you got native 4K, you got much higher pixel density, so therefore you see more detail. If you truly want to appreciate the graphics, you gotta have a high resolution to appreciate the graphics, and this is something I've been talking to people, this is something I've been telling people. So yes, of course, if you have Xbox One X, you would be stupid to go, I'm sorry for the language, but you would be stupid enough to go with the PlayStation version. If you have Xbox One X, of course you want to go with the Xbox One X version. It's a native 4K. It's no-brainer. You know, you don't have to think about this. But let's say for those of you who don't have Xbox One X and you're just stuck with the PlayStation 4 Pro, what about you? Is this something where you have to run out the store and buy the Xbox One X just for this game? No, that would also be stupid. All right, unless you're getting it for exclusive game, maybe for like Forza Horizon or something. Forza Horizon 4, I can see me purchasing an Xbox One X. Or if you're looking to buy a 4K player and the Forza Horizon 4. But for this game, no. You're fine with this too. I mean, you're not gonna, here's what I'm trying to say. If it was like night and day, like drastic, like night and day drastic difference, I would say, okay, you know, this is like pure garbage. Sure, it's not sharp enough, but you're still getting a, you know, you're still getting a decent experience here. You know, you're not getting the greatest experience that this game can offer. Obviously, visually, the Xbox One X version will offer that. I don't think this is due to the hardware limitation. I just frankly believe that they'll have to patch this game up with some updates. I frankly believe that Rockstar, it's not familiar with checkerboard rendering, with what Mark Cerny was saying. You know, I know that the checkerboarding can be much better on PlayStation 4 Pro. I have seen it on games like Spider-Man, God of War. I've seen it on, you know, a lot of games like that were being released this year. So here's the deal. Yes, Xbox One X version is the best version, hands down. No one's debating that, but you're still going to enjoy playing PlayStation 4 Pro version. Okay? You're still going to enjoy playing this game. But if you want the best, you know, visual experience, the best visual orgasm, if you want to call it that, then the Xbox One X version is going to be that. Now, is it possible that maybe Rockstar with some patched update will be able to fix this and give us maybe a better checkerboarding? I don't know. We'll see. But so far, this is my 10-minute 4K comparison video for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think.